Okay, now we will discuss some problems based on the relation and function, right? Okay, relation and function. First, we do this problem. It's exercise. First, if R is reflexive, then R subset of R composition R. If R is reflexive, then R subset of R composition R. R subset of R composition R. Okay, R is reflexive, then R subset of R composition R. Right. For this proof, you want to take R is reflexive, then you want to show that R subset of R composition R. Let R is reflexive. R is reflexive, therefore you can take the elements A, A belong to R. Therefore R is reflexive. No. Okay, you know that they are like this. Again, you take A belong to A, such that A, A belong to R, and obviously A, A again belong to R. This means they are like this. A belong to A. Here, each of the element, here R is a relation on A. Okay, R is a relation on A. Okay, R be the relation defined on A. Okay, therefore we take element, one of the element A belong to A. Such that you can write this one means this A, A again R composition R, this R composition R, right? We take A, A belong to R. Now we prove A, A belong to R composition R. Therefore, R is subset of R composition R. Simple exercise. Okay, right. Now, next question: R is transitive if and only if R composition R subset of R. It's exercise 2. R is transitive let R is, the question is R is transitive. R is transitive R is transitive if and only if R composition R subset of R. Let R is transitive. From the transitive, we have the definition. Suppose you take A, B belong to R and B, C belong to R implies A, C belong to R. It is transitive properties. Okay, now you want to show that, you can keep here. Now you want to show that R composition R subset of R. You take one of the element from this R composition R first. You can take the one of the element in the R composition R is let A, C belong to R composition R. You take there exist B belong to A such that you already know that you can write A, B belong to this R and again B, C belong to this R. It is the composition property definition. Okay. From this two, we already have, suppose A, B belong to R, B, C belong to R means A, C belong to R because R is transitive. R is this one, R is transitive. Therefore, we have R composition R subset of R. Right? R composition R subset of R. Okay. R composition R subset of R. Conversely suppose that Conversely, suppose that R composition R subset of R. Now you want to prove that R is transitive. Okay, R is transitive. For this part, let you take A comma B belong to R and B comma C belong to R. What is your claim now? You want to show that A comma C also belong to R. You already know that, okay? You already know that. If you here B, therefore B, that is they are like this, B belong to A, such that this property is okay. Belong to R and B comma C belong to R. But from the definition of the R composition R means, it is your definition for the R composition R, no? It is your definition for the R composition R. Therefore, you can write this one implies this A comma this C belong to this first this R, again this composition R. But you already have this R composition R subset of R. Therefore, it is A comma C, one of the element of the R. We assume that here you want to prove that R is transitive. A comma B belong to R and B comma C belong to R. Therefore, A comma C belong to R. This one means R is transitive. Okay, R is transitive. Okay. Next question. Okay, next question. Next question. Right. Next question. Exercise 3. If R is reflexive, it is given one, then R is equivalent relation, okay. If and only if R is equivalent relation, if and only if notation, if and only if you want to prove that R composition R inverse equal again R. R is reflexive, okay. R is equivalent relation means R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. We use three properties. You want to show that R composition R inverse equal R. Okay. Now we will do. You want to show that R composition R inverse subset of R and also R subset of R composition R inverse. That is your claim. For that one, let you take one of the element, okay. A comma B belong to R composition R inverse, okay. It is the composition property, then you can take one of the another element in the set A, because R is a relation on A, therefore C belong to A such that, okay, C belong to A such that you can write A comma C belong to this R inverse first, and C comma B belong to R. C comma B belong to R. Is it okay? C comma B belong to R. They are axis C belong to A such that here A comma C belong to R inverse means C comma A belong to R, no? C comma A belong to R, and Here you can write C comma B belong to R. Okay. R is equivalent relation. That means R is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. He already defined. They gave R is reflexive. Okay. Now we use the symmetric condition now here, right? Now we use the symmetric condition. Okay. That means they are like this. C belong to A, such that for our purpose we use the symmetric condition now. C comma A belong to R means A comma C belong to R, and here C comma B belong to R, but R is now transitive. Okay, now is transitive. Here R is symmetric because R is symmetric. Okay, R is symmetric. Okay, R is symmetric. Now R is transitive again. Then you can tell. Then therefore you can write A comma B belong to R because R is transitive. Okay, R is transitive. Therefore, we assume that A comma B belong to R composition R inverse. Now we prove A comma B belong to R. Therefore, R composition R inverse subset of R. It is your first condition. Remain, you want to show that R subset of R composition R inverse. Okay. For that part, let you take one of the element, right, in the relation R. Therefore, you take first A comma B belong to R. A comma B belong to R, but R is transitive. Using that facts here, like this, C belong to A, such that A comma C belong to R, and C comma B belong to R, because R is transitive, no? R is transitive. R is transitive. Okay, R is transitive. Okay. R is transitive. Now, R is transitive. R is transitive because R is transitive. Now, the R axis C belong to A such that here A comma C belong to R means C comma A belong to R inverse, and such C comma A belong to R inverse, and here R is symmetric also, then you can write B comma C belong to R. Therefore, R is symmetric because R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Then you can write the R axis C belong to A such that you can write first this one. B comma C belong to R, because you understand now. B comma C belong to R, C comma A belong to R inverse. It is the composition function, no? That's why we write that one. Here B comma C, C comma A, therefore B comma A belong to, right? B comma A belong to B comma A belong to R composition. Wait, just wait. Just wait here. Now, here you want to get here R composition R inverse, no? R composition R inverse, then you want to get here first R inverse value. And therefore, okay, R inverse R. R is symmetric, then C comma B, but B comma C comma B Because now your claim is you want to show that suppose if A comma B belong to A comma B belong to R means R is symmetric, therefore B comma A also belong to R. That's not a problem. You want to show that this you take this B comma A and suppose we take A comma C, what happened? Just wait because you want to change now. The claim is you want to show that R composition R inverse subset of R. Sorry, R subset of R composition R inverse. Right. Therefore, now because you want to find something there. A comma B. Again, you want to get A comma B. Here you can take the answer. Okay, now you take K inverse. Let's wait. This inverse means B comma C. B comma C R inverse. Now here you take for this symmetric C comma A belong to R. Then, okay, now then you can write there like this: C belong to A, such that this C comma, sorry, B comma A, okay, B comma A belong to R composition R inverse. Okay, R composition R inverse. Now, obviously here, this A comma B belong to R means B comma A also belong to R, no? Because R is symmetric. Now we prove B comma A belong to R composition R inverse. Therefore, R subset of R composition R inverse. It is your second condition. Okay. From this both you get equal condition, right? 1 and 2 implies equality called R equal R composition R inverse. Okay. R equal R composition R inverse. Conversely, converse part for this part, because now first we assume that this R is equal representation. Now you prove R composition R inverse equal R. Now for a converse part. Okay. Now we will prove the converse part. Is it okay? Yeah, R inverse, no? Yeah, R inverse. Okay, now we prove the converse part. For a converse part, conversely suppose that converse part, conversely suppose that R composition R inverse equal R. Now you want to show that R is equivalent relation, therefore R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, but here reflexive already gave, therefore R is reflexive true because they already gave R is reflexive. Now remaining you want to show that R is symmetric and R is transitive. For that, let you take one of the element A comma B belong to R. For a symmetric, you want to show that B comma A also belong to R. But R equal, this one implies A comma B belong to R equal R composition R inverse. Therefore, we can use the composition property now, right? They are like this. Again, we take B. B belong to A, such that you can write here A comma B belong to first R inverse and B comma again B. B comma B belong to R. R is reflex, that is okay. B comma B belong to R. They are like this. B belong to A such that now A comma B belong to R inverse means B comma A belong to R and again B comma B belong to R. First you write this one, then you can write this one, right? That one means here B comma B belong to R and B comma A belong to R. B comma B belong to R means B comma B again belong to R inverse also. And B comma C belong to R. Now you can write the composition property. B, here B, therefore B comma C belong to R composition R inverse. Sorry, B comma A, no. B comma not C, B comma A. B comma A. Okay, B comma A, no. B comma A. Therefore B comma A belong to R composition R inverse. But R composition R inverse equal R, no. Therefore now we prove B comma A belong to R. That means R is symmetric. Okay, because we take A comma B belong to R and we prove B comma A also belong to R. Therefore, R is symmetric. Okay, therefore R is symmetric. Therefore, R is symmetric. Therefore, R is symmetric. Now, right now, you want to show that R is transitive. For that, you take two elements, you take pair of elements, A comma B belong to R and B comma C belong to R, then you want to show that A comma C also belong to R. It's a basic idea to show that R is a transitive. Okay, now for this question, okay, let A comma B belong to R and B comma C also belong to R. We already have, no? We already have A comma B belong to R equal R composition R inverse and B comma C belong to R composition R inverse. Therefore, for this part, use the definition, composition definition, D belong to A and D comma A, right? D comma E belong to A such that, okay, here A comma D belong to R inverse, A comma D belong to R inverse and D comma B belong to R, D comma B belong to R and for this part B comma E belong to R inverse, B comma E belong to R inverse and E comma C belong to R. E comma C belong to R. Is it okay? E comma C belong to R. Now this one implies there exists D comma E belong to A such that we want to change now here. First you write this part. Is it okay? B comma D. Suppose you write here B comma D first belong to R inverse. B comma D belong to R inverse and Ola and there and B comma D belong to R inverse. D comma A you take this one. Okay. Now A comma D belong to R inverse means D comma A belong to R, no? D comma A belong to R. And for this two, first you write it here. C comma E belong to R inverse. C comma E belong to R inverse and E comma B belong to R. E comma B belong to R. Is it okay? E comma B belong to R. Now the direct is D comma E belong to A such that for this two you write here BD DA. Therefore B comma A belong to R composition R inverse and CE EB. Therefore C comma B belong to R composition R inverse. R composition R inverse. Therefore, B comma A belong to R composition R inverse or A R, no? And C comma B belong to R. We already proved R is symmetric, no? R is symmetric, we already proved. Use that one here. R is symmetric, we already proved. Okay. Otherwise, you write here A comma B inverse. Sorry, A comma B means R inverse again. And you take here B comma C belong to R because R is symmetric. But you already prove, then you can use it. Therefore, from this two, you will write this A comma B, B comma C. Therefore, A comma C belong to this R composition R inverse. But you already know that R composition R inverse equal R. Therefore, you prove it. A comma C belong to R. It is your claim because you want to show that R is transitive. We assume that A comma B belong to R, B comma C belong to R. Now we prove A comma C belong to R. Therefore, R is transitive. From this first reflexive condition okay, symmetric condition okay, transitive condition okay. Therefore, R is an equivalence relation. Okay, R is an equivalence relation. Is it okay? R is an equivalence relation. Okay. Next question. Next question. Next question. Question number 4. Exercise 4. You want to show that if R and S are equivalent relation, right? If R and S are equivalent relation, equivalence relation, then this R composition S also, R composition S, right? R composition S also equivalent relation. R composition S also equivalent relation is an equivalent relation. Is an equivalent relation. If and only if you want to show that this R composition S equal S composition R. R composition S equal S composition R. Okay. First, you assume that R composition S is equivalent relation. Suppose that this R composition S is an equivalent relation. Okay. Therefore, R composition S is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Use this fact you want to show that R composition S equal S composition R. Let you take A comma B belong to R composition S. But R composition S is symmetric because R composition S reflects equivalent relation. No, therefore R composition S is symmetric. Therefore, you can write S composition. Sorry, R composition S is symmetric. Then you can write You can write B comma A also belong to R composition S. Now you take the R axis C belong to A such that A's relation on A's relation define this R's relation define in A, S also relation define in A. Therefore, you can take one of the elements C belong to A such that A comma C belong to S and C comma B belong to R. The R axis C belong to A. First you write this C comma B belong to R, but C comma B belong to R. Here, obviously, R and Sn equivalent relation means R is reflective, symmetric, transitive. Then R comes and exists reflective relation, right? Okay. Therefore, here C comma B belong to R means B comma C belong to R because R is symmetric. Then C comma A belong to S. Okay. C comma A belong to S. Simplest they are rectus. C belong to A such that you can write B comma A belong to S composition R. Okay. Here we assume that R composition is equivalent relation means R composition is reflective, symmetric, transitive. Therefore, B comma A belong to R composition S because symmetric. Now we prove B comma A belong to S composition R. Therefore, this one subset of this one. R composition S subset of S composition R. Similarly, since way you can prove it S composition R subset of R composition S. From both you can write R composition S equal S composition R. converse part, right? Conversely, suppose that R combustion S equal S combustion R. Now you want to show that R combustion X is equivalent relation. Therefore, you want to show that R combustion S is reflexive, R combustion S is symmetric, R combustion S is transitive. For a reflexive, let to take A comma A belong to R because R is reflexive, and again A comma A belong to S because X is also reflexive. From this both you write A comma A belong to S combustion R, but S combustion R equal to R combustion S. This one means A comma A belong to R combustion S. Therefore, R combustion S is reflexive. R combustion S is reflexive. Now you want to show that R combustion S is symmetric. Next we want to show that R combustion S is transitive. Next part, let you take A comma B belong to R combustion S. Then you can write like this: U belong to A, right? U belong to A such that A comma U belong to R combustion S, no? Therefore here is, and U comma B belong to R. But obviously here R and S are equivalent relation, therefore R is symmetric, and you said that here R is symmetric means U comma A belong to S, and S symmetric and R also symmetric, therefore B comma U belong to R. B comma U. Then there are like this: U belong to A. First you write this part first. B comma U belong to R, and U comma A belong to S. From this both you will write B comma A. The combustion property B comma A belong to S combustion R, but S combustion R equal to R combustion S. Therefore, B comma A belong to R combustion X. Therefore, R combustion S is symmetric. Right? R combustion S is symmetric. Okay. Now, remaining you want to show that R combustion S is transitive. Okay. For that, let A comma B belong to R combustion S, and B comma C belong to R combustion S. Now you want to show that A comma C belong to R combustion S. We have here R combustion X equal to S combustion R. We use this fact here, S combustion R. Therefore, here R and S are relation defined in A. Therefore, U comma B belong to A such that A comma U belong to S and U comma B belong to R, and B comma B belong to R and B comma C belong to S. B comma uh, C belong to S. Okay. B comma C belong to S. Is it okay? B comma C belong to S. Here, okay. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise no problem. You can take first this one. We'll change this last. Okay, now here this S, this R. Okay, R. Now, the R rectus U comma B belong to A, such that here A comma U belong to S. You can take both this. U comma B belong to R, B comma B belong to S. Therefore, U comma B belong to S composition R, and B comma C belong to R. But S composition R is R composition S, no? They are like this. U comma B belong to A, such that A comma U belong to S, U comma B belong to R composition S, and B comma C belong to R. Okay. Okay. Now they are like this. U comma B belong to A, such that you have here. You can write here. A comma U comma B. Therefore, A comma B belong to R composition S composition R, and B comma C belong to R. B comma C belong to R. Now the rectus belong to A, such that A comma C belong to R composition S composition R. Sorry, here I think yes, no. This one, this S, S. Right. Earlier we have some proofs, right? You know this R is transitive mean you can write. Suppose R is transitive mean you can write R composition R subset of R. Right? R composition R subset of R. And also you already know that suppose R composition S composition T, you can write what else? How can you write this one? R composition S composition T, associative properties. Associative properties for three relations, R, S, T. Here four. It is okay. If you write after this part, you will write A comma C belong to. I will write like this: R comma S. You assume that it is one thing, right? It is one thing. It is another one. Therefore, you will write what these things: R composition. It's okay. I will write like this: R composition S composition S. But we already know that R is transitive means this one subset of R, this one subset of S. Therefore, A comma C belong to R composition S, because R is transitive, R and S are transitive, R and S are transitive, we already proved this R composition R subset of R and S composition S similarly subset of S. Okay, we can use that fact. Here we use the associative property RRSS. We can use it, okay. We assume that A comma B, A comma B belong to R composition S and B comma C belong to R composition S. Now we prove A comma C also belong to R composition X, S. Therefore, this R composition S is transitive. Okay, R composition S is transitive. Therefore, R composition S is equivalent relation. R composition S is transitive. Therefore, R composition S is equivalent relation. R combustion S is transitive, therefore R combustion S is equivalent relation. Okay, R combustion S is equivalent relation. Okay. Next question. Next question, you want to show that suppose R and S are equivalent relation, R intersection X equivalent relation, but union need not be a equivalent relation. Therefore, we want to give the counter example for that part. Next question. Question number 5. This is 5. If R and S are equivalent relation, R and S are equivalent relation, R and S are equivalent relation, then you want to prove that first part R intersection S is an equivalent relation, so by means of example, that R union S is need not be a equivalent relation. R union S need not be a an equivalence relation. Now we will do this part. For the first part, A part, you want to show that R intersection S is equivalent relation. Therefore, you want to show that R intersection S exists reflexive, symmetric, transitive. They unit statement R and S are equivalent relation means R and S are reflexive, symmetric, transitive. R and S are reflexive. You want to show that R intersection X also reflexive. That is, R and S are reflexive means A comma A belong to R. Here again you take A comma A belong to S. Okay. Therefore, you will write this part as A comma A belong to R intersection X. Therefore, R intersection S is. Therefore, R intersection S is reflexive. R intersection S is reflexive. Let say part, let R and S are reflexive. Let R and uh, S are symmetric. Okay, R and S are symmetric. R and S are symmetric. You take let A comma B belong to R intersection S. Now you want to show that B comma A also belong to R intersection S. This one implies A comma B belong to R and again A comma B belong to S. R and X are symmetric, therefore B comma A belong to R and B comma A belong to S. B comma A belong to R and B comma A belong to S means again this B comma A belong to R intersection S. That means R intersection is symmetric because you assume that A comma B belong to R intersection S. We prove B comma A belong to R intersection X. Therefore, R intersection X is symmetric. Now, remaining you want to show that R intersection S is transitive, right? For that, we take let R and S are transitive. For that, you take let you take A comma B belong to R intersection S and B comma C belong to R intersection S. Now you want to show that A comma C belong to R intersection S. This one implies A comma B belong to R and again A comma B belong to S. And B comma C belong to R and again B comma C belong to S. Now you take this one and this one first, and they are A comma B belong to R and B comma C belong to R and A comma B belong to R and B comma C belong to S. Therefore, from this part, A comma C belong to R. A comma C belong to R because R is transitive. Here, A comma B belong to R, sorry, S. S, B comma C belong to S, therefore A comma C belong to S because R and S are transitive. R and S are transitive. This one implies A comma C belong to R, A comma C belong to S means again A comma C belong to R intersection S. We assume that A comma B belong to R intersection S, B comma C belong to R intersection X. Now we prove A comma C belong to R intersection X means R intersection S is transitive. Therefore, R intersection S is an equivalent relation. Equivalent relation. Now you want to show that by the counter example, R union S is need not be a equivalent relation. R union S is need not be a equivalent relation. for a B part, you take the set A consists elements A, B, C. The relation R consists element of the form here A comma A reflexive, no? Therefore B comma B, C comma C. And A comma B, definitely B comma A also there. Then only it is symmetric. Transitive also okay. And as another relation, A comma A, B comma B, C comma C, now BC and CB. BC and CB. Okay. Therefore, we can check clearly S and R and S are equivalent relation. Clearly, R and S are equivalence relation. Now, let you have A comma B belong to R union S. Okay. A comma B belong to R union S. And B comma C belong to R union S. Take union means both sets. A, B, A, B, A, B, C, A, B there. Union this here consists not there. Union also this elements there. B, C here. Union also the elements there. What about this AC element? AC elements is there. AC elements. AC does not belong to R union S. No. AB there, BC there means if you C there, then it's transitive okay for R union S. Therefore, A comma C is not there. It's not element of R union S. Right? A comma C is not the element of R union S. Therefore, R union S is not an equivalent relation. Not an equivalent relation. Okay, R union S is not an equivalent relation. Okay, R union S is not an equivalent relation. Okay, these problems are based on the relation. Okay.